Y'all, come on in, man. Come on in right quick and talk to us.
Yeah, man. Just for a
Come
few
talk to us
minutes,
right
man.
quick for a few minutes.
Quick
Cause
update.
yep, yep,
Quick
yep,
update.
yep. But
Yeah,
it's funny, Chris. It's very funny that every time we started talking about something, shit just pop up out the blue.
sometimes it happens like
It
that.
if you joined us last night on the live, we were talking about the quarterback situation, and it's far from settled. And this morning, lo and behold, 8 o'clock this morning, I was still sleeping. Chris was texting me, waking me up. Um, he said, "Man, get your ass up. There's some news dropping."
Yeah,
So,
man. Told you no more slow rolls, man.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
the weekend
go ahead.
snooze during the weeks is over.
Facts. Shout out to my boy Big John, man. Big John Higgins, man. Shout out to him. Always support me, checking on me, man. Telvin, we about to tell you, my guy.
Yeah, man.
It ain't what they done, it's what done happened.
Yeah,
But
man.
since Chris broke the news to me, I let him take control of the show. Go ahead and run it.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot. Listen, guys. Already news coming out of Flowery Branch, and it really started this morning on the radio station 92.9. Coach Stefanski was talking about some things going on in training camp. Then they even had a press conference, all the different things like that. So, first and foremost, before we even get into the quarterback situation, hold on, where the heck is it? Oh, then no, there we go. First of all, Falcons made the following roster moves. Now, Jawan Taylor, Billy Bowman, D'Angelo Malone, and Troy Anderson all moved to the active slash PUP list. Now, Billy Bowman, I feel like that was expected. That was interesting, hearing about Jawan Taylor, just because he's supposed to be the starting right tackle, but he was already kind of dealing with something before we had picked him up, I believe. And I think that's just a continuation of that. I don't think it's anything new, or at least that's when I haven't heard anything or seen anything. D'Angelo Malone dealing with something. And again, Troy Anderson for the second straight year going to the active PUP list. Think about it. We haven't seen that guy since December 2024, I believe. Just that alone. What you thinking about these four guys being placed on the PUP list?
Honestly, man, it's not a surprise. Like I tell you all the time, it's just gonna happen. Hell, you can walk up the damn step or trip down the step and hurt yourself because we seen it. Like we talked about last night with what the pitcher named Mike Soroka.
Yeah,
So I mean, it happens. But to know that they're gonna be on the PUP list, and the crazy thing about this, I was about to do a video on D'Angelo Malone 2 days ago because I saw an article about he was on his lifeline with the Falcons and they might have to move on from him. But now the injuries and shout out to him, man. He just had a birthday. His birthday is the same day mine, so shout out to him. But it's very unfortunate because when he got the time, when he got the playing time and the reps, you can see the potential, you can see the talent there. So he absolutely fits what the Falcons like to do. He can play inside or outside. He's really a pass rusher. But it's unfortunate. Troy Anderson, I keep telling y'all, to me, I think this is a situation as to where the Falcons going to let him his contract play out, and I think he's going to walk off into retirement. That's just my opinion. But yeah, it's
yeah,
very
that's the
unfortunate.
Anderson thing.
It's very, very unfortunate, man. Zach Harrison, another guy who's coming back from
Yeah.
an injury. Yeah, that
See, it's not. See now, Zach Harrison and Terrio Thompson. We were just recently talking about Terrio Thompson and how he
right.
is on the NFI, non-football injury. So it could be anything, just dealing with something personal when we don't know. But regardless, Zach Harrison joins him on that list right now. And then, of course, last but not least, a guy that we was just talking about. We figured it would either get cut or go to the practice squad. And Trevor
Facts.
Simeon, he doesn't even make it through a whole full day dealing with a non-football injury as well. Again, you just never know what that could be. So, but he is released, and that really he's released. But we also brought in a new quarterback as well, Smitty. We brought in Mr. Cooper Rush, And
Yep.
I want to know how you feel about Cooper Rush being brought in. Pretty much coming in. I guess you can call him QB number 2 right now. Because outside, well, no,
No QB3.
technically 3. Yeah, technically
QB3.
3. Yeah, so
Yeah.
regardless, he's coming in being QB3 right now. Cooper Rush, we already know. Dallas, Baltimore. Had some most of his success was really in Dallas. Of course, that's when he got a little opportunity when Dak being out. Backup for the Ravens last year, back into Lamar Jackson, and now it's coming in and having a little, I guess, an opportunity to try to carve out something with the Atlanta Falcons, possibly. Again, Trevor
Yep.
Siemian out the door. In comes Cooper Rush.
Yeah. And Cooper Rush, if y'all remember him from his Dallas days, he stayed in Dallas a good little while. And he had some solid starts with the Cowboys. The only thing about him is, you have to have the right system for him. And I think the Falcons having a pretty good run game and offensive line. If he's slotted to start, I think it's a good thing. We talked about it last night on the show, actually, about the two starting quarterbacks and how injuries could, make them miss time this year at some point. And lo and behold, we woke up this morning, and guess what? Both of those quarterbacks still had injury concerns. And
Yeah,
Tua, and as you see it right there on the screen, it's just a minor back injury, and it's probably tightness. It's like my boy Chris said earlier, tightness.
yeah,
And it's going to be day to day, but he may be back next week. And all that they're going to do is probably loosen up his muscle, give him some muscle relaxers or something like that to help him out. And muscle relaxer will have you sleep in a month. I know because I've had it. But
it was
yeah,
recent
Cooper,
too. Like it was recent. It's something that just popped up recently, as far as with the back
right,
tightness. So I
right,
don't know, just coming off of just doing something, maybe coming off a vacation or something, maybe moving too fast, who knows. But one thing about it, you can't play about that back, no matter how old you are. But regardless, I will say, with that whole situation with Tua, it popped up. They said that so that Tua didn't have anything major going on. So I mean that wasn't a lie, but he is dealing with that little back tightness. But just being careful with it. Falcons just want to be careful with their quarterbacks, and I can see and
yeah,
understand why. So yeah,
yeah,
Cooper Rush is in there. And, Tua will not be on any of the. Hold on one second. Let me pull it. Let me pull it up. Think it is this one. Here we go. Yep. So Tua again dealing with the injury start of training camp. Kevin Stefanski said that he expects the veteran quarterback to be back sooner rather than later. Whatever, I ain't gonna lie, whatever that means. But it just doesn't. I don't know what that means. Sooner rather than later. Hopefully that means like next week. No later than next week. I don't know if we're going to see Tua on Saturday. Could be a Monday thing for Tua with that back tightness because again, you
right.
can't put that back. And as you see down at the bottom, rookie undrafted free agent Jack Strand is expected to take majority of the team reps. And to be honest, guys, this
And
is this
what
is
did I
something that
just?
we're talking about.
My bad, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying we were just talking about this about Jack
Yeah,
Strand possibly
last
having
night,
an opportunity.
last night to be exact. We were just talking about this last night, and it's nothing against Tua or Penix, but this is why a lot of quarterbacks don't play in the preseason, right here. And we get mad at the Falcons, but as I look around the league, it happens with all 32 teams.
Hmm.
Now, in these days and times, the starting quarterback only take one rep, one series in the first preseason game. That's it. That's it. So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be, whoo,
The young man
uh,
has an excellent opportunity right here, guys. Like Jack Strand, we was talking about it. 6'4", 245 was a big
right,
guy. Jack Strand has taken some hits that other guys it didn't just pop right back up from, but he's a big guy. And you think about it, I know me and Big Low, we was talking about this and how the league has gone away from like the bigger quarterbacks. Remember, it was a point in time to where it's like in the 90s and the 80s, I'm saying quarterbacks were kind of like bigger for the most part, or at least taller and had more size. But now you're in the age to where guys are getting like more slimmer, more faster, kind of like that dual threat is like become more popular. than the guys that are just big guys. But Jack Strand has an excellent opportunity right here in front of him, and that's what it's all about. Oppos. That was another reason why me and Smitty both said put him on the 53. You put him on the practice squad, you lose him. But guess what? This guy, no chance. I think he goes to the practice squad unless he's just stinking up the joint, which I don't think he's going to do that either. So he has a great opportunity ahead of him. Like I just said,
Josh
we'll see what happens.
Jo- Josh Kendall just dropped some news. Said Cooper Rush was in the middle of a workout with the Dallas Cowboys just yesterday, and
Wow.
the Falcons called. So, like Chris said this morning, he put
I
him on
told
a
you.
red.
Yeah,
Red. Get your ass here right now. But
yeah.
inside the game, what's up, my guy?
Was
He
that
said what injury, exact injury or surgery Detroit Anderson
Oh,
have? I don't
this
understand.
joke, man.
I mean,
Listen,
look, it says
go ahead.
in the reports, it says a serious knee injury, and that
Yeah.
means 2 to 3 tears, like we talked about with who is that? Tariq Hill. He told PCL, ACL, and what's the other one?
Oh, yeah. That's what Tyreek Hill did. The PCL, ACL, and the LCL. I know,
Yeah, and
and
I
then
think
he
Troy,
dislocated his knee too.
right?
So that's
Troy broke two. He ACL and the
he didn't
PCL,
do none of that though, bro. Look, Troy
but
Anderson was dealing with a significant knee injury, right? But he didn't tear anything. He
uh,
didn't tear ACL. I put it like this: there is no report out that he tore any ACLs, anything like that. He just had a left knee injury that happened back in week 4 of 2024. He tried to play through it, re-aggravated the injury, landed on injured
so
reserve in December 2024. Then he's
so
still
is
been dealing with that same knee injury, but nothing has been reported about an ACL. Now, I'm not saying that couldn't be possible and nobody's saying anything. But I'm saying no reports are being saying about him tearing anything. He just has a severe knee injury, almost like a forever bone bruise that he just can't get
that what
over.
I was just about to say? It must be to where he really don't have much. I would say cartilage in between his knees, and it just bone on bone. And when that happens, that I mean, it's what's the linebacker in Pittsburgh, Peyton Wilson, out of
Yeah.
NC State a couple of years
Oh,
ago. He had that same injury. He was running bone on bone all the way through college, and he's still playing through that. So it can be difficult, and some people can play through it, and some people can't. But yeah, if it's not a torn, yeah, it's definitely got to be, no ligament, no, in between his knees. So and that's painful.
it's crazy, bro. It's like I haven't seen anything like it. A guy with all the physical attributes, and my thing, I've never taken anything away from Troy about what he could be, but I've never talked about what he could be. I've always talked about what he's shown or what he's been able to do or not able to
He
do.
had he had extraordinary talent, and
Right,
you got to understand he's a former quarterback and running back, so he sees the game
linebacker,
very
he played
different from
most of
any other player. Because if you're a former quarterback, you just see the field different anyway. I mean,
right,
you can read coverages better. You can when people line up, you can just read body language just totally different. So yeah, he's extraordinary talent. He just can't stay healthy. And I
bro.
thought this season would probably be the season he would get back to himself because they brought in so much talent. They can take some weight off of him because when you have more talent, you don't have to put too much strain on your body. And I actually see him as a special teams guy at this point. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and
I
we
mean,
don't even know if we're going to even get that from Troy. I've been talking about it before, man. I was thinking you should have cut your losses earlier than this on Troy, but I understand with the exception that happened, you take one more shot because of that talent that we just was talking about. So it's like, okay, I get what you're trying to do, but Smitty has said he already feels like he has 1 foot into retirement. I've said, so you just need to cut your losses and move on. But regardless, I do get it. You want to try to take one last swing at it, but I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. Again, there's so much abundance of talent right now, and competition, really more than anything, all around. And the guys who are available, if they're staying available, staying healthy, they deserve a shot. And I would hate to see a guy that possibly, let's say, has been here from the start of training camp, right? Staying healthy, going out there and
right.
improving. And then let's say toward the end, a guy, comes back and they just got to cut him because this guy comes back and even though he ain't shown anything. So Oppos is, is out there, but Guys.
Yeah, but I keep telling y'all, I mean, they drafted Jack Strand for a reason. Tay said y'all see BJ set out practice due to contract dispute. It's so
Yes.
much going on that aren't good signs. Hey Tay, you missed it last night, man. I had shouted you out, man. I told him I don't give a
Oh,
damn about that kicking that leg up. It ain't gonna do no good.
and I'm glad that you said
I
that.
was right. I was right.
I'm glad you
So
said that because we're segue right into Michael
right.
Penix. Kevin Stefanski said quarterback Michael Penix Jr. is not cleared to participate in team drills as training camp begins. He will continue to participate in individual and 7-on-7s and work until the time comes. We'll get to the point. We're just not there yet. And to be honest, Stefanski said that he honestly doesn't know when Michael will be healthy. Mark Raimondi, I don't have the tweet, but Mark Raimondi did just recently say,
Give me
quoting
1 second.
Michael Penix.
I can pull it up. I can pull it
Yeah,
up.
he quoting Michael Penix too, about his availability and when did he know that he might not or he might or might not be able to be on and doing training camp. Michael Penix said, I knew ever since last week. I knew ever since last week I wouldn't be ready. And the last thing that I want to do is rush myself back after having, the extensive injury history that I have. But we're about to pull it up though, so you
Yep,
can
about
see
to
it.
put it up. Give me 1 second. Put it up
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, man. It's interesting with all that. We're not surprised, and that's what we talked about just last night, Smitty. I just said that was like, hey, if he does not get cleared, then it's hard to not give Tua the nod. We talked about it with Bryce last night. So like you have it right here. I'm just what it says. I'm just running my own race. So
Yeah,
taking it day to
he
day.
been he been saying that for two
He been
months now.
saying that from the get go, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
running my own race, just taking it day by day. There's no set date, no set day that, hey, you're going to be good. The body doesn't work like that, and we kind of talked about that too when I was talking
but
about the
Chris,
how everything got to get the strength back, the confidence back. Everything got to start working together again. You
yeah,
don't just go
but
out
but
there and
but
just
think about it, Chris.
go ahead, bro.
How long have I been saying this? I've been saying this ever since
Mhm.
March, April. Well, the new league year in March, right? So I started saying it then. We don't know. I mean, they can tell us that he's recovering fine. They can tell us they waiting, for the doctors. But at the end of the day, that body gonna tell you everything. This is his third ACL injury. I don't care
Yeah,
how many you had. You can have 10 to 15. The recovery process on some of those is gonna be different from others.
right.
It's just a given fact. This is why I say it from the jump. This is why I said I expect him to start the season on the PUP list. It is no knock against him. It's just that me having 25 surgeries in my life, I know how recoveries go. Sometimes it's smooth, sometimes it's bumpy, and sometimes it's just gonna take an extended period of time. They can give you 9 to 12 months, but your body can take 12 to 14 months if you get what I'm saying. So I
No,
mean, and it's the same exact thing with Troy Anderson. He's been out 2 years. Two
bro.
years. So I mean, hey,
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
you
That's a
got you
long
look,
time. That's a long time to be out of football.
yeah,
Like,
and probably hard to stay in shape.
and look at this too, down at the bottom. We ain't even got to go nowhere. Penix, I can't afford to have somebody trip and fall onto me right now.
Right. Ah, boy. And what does that say? His knee not stable. Basically, what it's
He's
telling
not all the way
us.
there. You
Yeah,
can do normal functions, but when you talk about playing a game at the professional level, at a high level, that's a whole different function that you need to be able to do.
right.
So I'm not surprised about it. Of course, I was hoping that maybe the progression would be a little bit better for Michael Penix's sake, but it's got to be two at this point. And honestly, the door is now open for Jack Strand. And believe it or not,
Agreed.
crazy as that may sound, Tua is only 1.3. And if he's not ready, and if he's having back tightness, if that back continues to mess with him, you're going to start seeing more Jack Strand because Penix is not cleared for 11 on 11s yet. So by
And
the
Tua is
and
yeah,
Cooper Rush
right, right.
he's going to get an opportunity to be a veteran. But you're looking at the possibility of going into the season if guys aren't ready. If guys aren't ready. You're looking at it preseason. Jack Strand and Cooper Rush to try to see who is going to be on week 1, and that's
Right.
a scary thought. To be
Yeah.
honest, that's a scary thought.
Shout out to John Brooks,
I like
man. Y'all.
Jack Strand and everything, but starting
Yeah.
off the season, Smitty, with a
No.
rookie quarterback, undrafted at that, then yeah, we got weapons and everything, but that's going to be a
Yeah.
slippery slope.
Yeah, and the crazy thing, this is why I love the Alex Van Pelt hiring.
Yeah,
We know, he's not going to be ready, but Alex Van Pelt will get him up to par as fast as he can, and that's a good thing. But John Brooks, man, y'all go check him out on YouTube. He said, like I told Big Low, don't be surprised if Jack Strand's QB1 when the season starts. And crazy thing about that, Chris, I even spoke on that a couple of weeks ago, and people called me nuts. I mean, what you smoking? I mean, but
yeah,
if you just look at the dynamic of how things are falling in place, when you don't have two fully healthy quarterbacks, and well, two quarterbacks that are injury prone, and one is fully healthy and the other one's still recovering. What else are you supposed to think when you got a rookie that's healthy, and and this is the first year of the coaching staff? True enough, that's another scary thought to go along with no certified quarterback one going into the season right now. Um,
talk about
it's just
having to earn your money immediately.
right, right. Grandizer, what's up, my guy? He said, Finn inside the NFL, aka Reason, Dolphins content creator who did in all 22 of every pass of Tua since 2020, with former University of Miami, Florida quarterback. Reason said one big reason why Tua had a bad year.
I
But
like it.
sometimes it happens. But I mean, hey, but C Dub, what's up, my guy? He said also, let's remember what Kevin Stefanski used to having to deal with multiple quarterbacks. So this is only training camp. I'm not going to panic. I'm just here to watch you guys support. We appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate you, C Dub. Yeah, but we can't panic now. We have guys. Debo
Vibes, what's up, my guy? Y'all go check out Debo Vibes, man. Hey, man, Debo was at a place not far from where I live the other day, and man, woo, that food look good. But y'all go check out Debo. Y'all can check him out on TikTok too. That's where you'll catch a lot of his content. He's on YouTube.
Foodie reviews.
But yeah, I gotta check out that ramen place, the Luna 12 in Morrow. I gotta check that out.
Man, I'm pretty sure Debo got a video on him.
Oh yeah, he did a video. That's why I know about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, see there, that's what I'm talking about.
Figgy, he said at this point, I just grab a quarterback next year, man. I'm done with the quarterback room. Give me Dante Moore, Trinidad. And it's funny because Ryan said something about Trinidad Chambliss.
Yeah, Trinidad.
Bijan and Drake deserve better. But I'm sticking to what I said, Figgy.
Veteran.
Next year, veteran. Still got it. I know Kirk Cousins didn't work out, but there are younger quarterbacks out there that can come in and do what he did. And a name that a lot of people are not talking about was two names. Well, one name, I give it to you right off the bat because I talked about it 2-3 years ago. And one of my followers, subscribers, said to me, he said, man, you talked about this about 2-3 years ago. I said, I did. Baker Mayfield, we talked about it last night. He's not going to work on a contract extension to the off season looking like. And does that mean they've given up on him? Don't know. But depending on how this season turns out, it could be. Because if they don't get him a contract, to me, that's telling me Todd Bowles is on his way out, and they're finna bust that team up and rebuild and build around what they have. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you got to have a quarterback. So that's a name to throw out there, Baker Mayfield. And the reason why I threw that name out there, he had a history with Kevin Stefanski. First year in Cleveland, winning record.
Could they patch things?
Yeah, I think they made the playoff that year. And and Baker had his career year that year, and he turned his career around with Kevin Stefanski at the helm. So just remember, Kevin Stefanski and Baker Mayfield, even though they had their little off-season spat, they have a history together. Baker is a decent quarterback, and with the weapons we have, Baker could cook. Just saying.
Yeah, man. What we got? What else we got?
Brian Peoples, what's up, my guy?
What's going on?
Let's get it. Man? What's good, my guy? If ain't one thing, is another, man. We'll see. But let's get it. You know me. You know I said all of this from the jump. And you said it too. We just got to wait and see with the Falcons.
And just gotta wait and see, man.
Right.
And that's fair, to be honest. That's very fair for every fan to kind of wait and see. We can have our expectations. Nothing wrong with being optimistic, but we still just have to wait and see. And I'm still have my optimism even into all this, because one thing
Right.
about when there is something bad that does happen to one guy, there's opportunity for another. Again, coming into this training camp, I already was saying the new charlatan is Jack Strand, and he's
Right.
going to be showcased. He's going to get opportunity to get showcased immediately. So he is the Kobe Bryant of last year. How everybody was looking, everybody's going to be looking to see what Jack Strand's going to do, and if he's
Yeah.
impressing, you're going to definitely hear the Falcons fan base promoting him and saying, "Hey, give him a shot." If guys aren't ready,
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it, man, before I answer, Trey Lance over Cooper Rush, absolutely not. Trey Lance, like I always say, couldn't hit the barn with a bar of soap. I mean,
I'm gonna
he
be
has
honest,
never
I don't want neither one of them, bro. But it's like,
he
what
had
can you do?
he never developed, but at least Cooper Rush has some strong numbers to back up what he's doing as a quarterback. He's had starts. You can't say that for Jack Strand. You can't say that for Trey Lance. So yeah, I mean, we may not want it, but hey, I mean, it is what it is.
We gotta do what we
But
gotta.
I'm gonna put it just like I always do, even though I try to predict what's going on. I'm gonna put a positive spin on it.
Mhm.
The reason why I'm still optimistic that they can win 10 games is because the other side of the football, and this is why I see it. The
So,
Atlanta Falcons should build their identity on defense and let the offense work itself out. Because if you build that identity on defense, them turnovers gonna come. Getting off the field on third down, shorten the field, which kicks in the special teams, and they worked on that as well. So
right.
um, I'm optimistic because that defense could be top 10 this year. It really could.
Hmm.
Because think about it, they improved as to what they didn't improve last year, and that's against the run. I feel like they put enough pieces again on the defensive line to improve the run defense. So I think this could end up being a top 10 defense at the end of the year. And if that's the case with Bijan and Brian Robinson in that backfield and a strong offensive line, I think the run game can carry us just enough to win those 10 games. Because I'm telling y'all, 1998, we won that Super Bowl. It was all Jamal Anderson. Chris
Hmm.
Chandler was a journeyman quarterback, but we relied on Jamal Anderson for most of the season, and we made it to a Super Bowl. So, in that aspect, that's why I'm optimistic. Just saying.
No, I'm optimistic for similar reasons, man. Especially when it comes to the defense. I'm also optimistic because we finally have, for the first time in a while, a coaching staff that at least on paper you can get behind and believe in. AVP, Enstrom, it's Tommy Reese all together, along with Bill Callahan, who, even though he's an offensive lineman coach, he's still an offensive minded guy, and he's seen so much, so over the years, from Pro Bowlers, Hall of Famers, Hall of Fame quarterbacks. So it's like he can be in that room too and give some insight. So I'm expecting them to put the best of that they can do and the best that they can, the teachings, the lessons into the quarterback room, regardless of who's going out there. You got to have the best game plan. That's what you get paid to do. The coaches are going to indeed have to coach, but it can be done. Now I have to use a guy like Kyle Shanahan as an example. You see what he was able to do with the 49ers, even though they had 8 defensive starters. They had injuries on both sides of the ball, losing their tight end, but they still end up doing what? Going 12-5. So
Facts.
it's all about, saying the coach being able to put the guys in the right positions, the guys being able to make it translate, go out there and execute. That's the same.
Absolute
We need
fact.
the same stuff. So can Kevin Stefanski and crew show that, what's on paper can translate to, something to being in reality, and us not just looking at the paper. We talked about
Agreed.
that when he was first hired, and that conversation didn't go anywhere. It just, we're back at it now. It's just like I said again,
Just came full circle. That's all it
full
did.
circle. That's it.
But Anthony Evans said, I truly believe Strand was a Ryan pick. I absolutely agree with that. He's set to be our future, may have to play earlier than expected, but I do believe he was picked for the future, and we all know that. And this is why I keep saying it. This is why it just makes so much sense to not go out and get another quarterback in the draft next year. This is why. Because as I've been telling y'all, he reminds me of a young Brett Favre. He's a gunslinger, and he threw for 13,000 yards and well over 100 touchdowns in college. And I know it was a Division II school. I think it was maybe Division III. But I mean, I don't care what level of football you play. Um, 13,000 yards, 13,000 yards. Just that simple. So that means he has the mindset to make plays. So and then he has Matt Ryan to work with him. That's a good thing. See, that's a Adam Van Pelt, Kevin Stefanski, and you got the fact that Matt Ryan into that because Matt
Mm.
Ryan is going to sit down, talk to him in the film room. He's going to do everything he can to help their quarterback succeed. This I know.
Oh yeah,
So yeah,
facts.
so yeah, Anthony Evans. That's where I'm at with it. I think I got a super chat
Right,
if I'm not
make me hate
mistaken.
Matt Ryan, man. Hold on 1 second before the super chat. This one
Okay,
right
go
here.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
ATL focused. Even if Jack Strand don't start, it's going to speed up his development. Indeed, if he
Absolutely,
can start
and
getting
that's
some
what
reps
you
with
hope.
these one guys, just in case. Again, it's all about the competition. We got to have the most available and best guys out there because you can have the best guy, but he may not be available. So
And those
that,
hard lessons, they help. Because Brett Favre and his two starts in Atlanta, they were atrocious. And through those two starts, as I said last night, Mike Holmgren seen some in that kid that say, hey, he can be our next franchise quarterback. His very first game in Green Bay, he had a game-winning touchdown throw.
mhm.
So I mean, all it takes is development, patience, and timing and rhythm with the offense. If you can master that, he'll be fine. Because not all quarterbacks that are starting NFL first round picks.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, last pick in the draft when he was drafted. He's a $50 million quarterback right now. So
And sometimes it happens like that, brother. Just again, your availability, how well you play, you can still end up getting paid, man. You can. Speaking of getting
yep,
paid, with the super Willie Dot. Saying appreciate the
appreciate.
breaking news, A1 and Smitty. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Willie. Appreciate you, my guy. I can't say little bro no more because I found out he's 2 years older than me. So
You little bro.
hey, he big bro Willie now. Yeah, Travante, he okay. It's just
Yeah,
a probably a minor back injury that he just needs some rest. Maybe he was surfboarding in Hawaii or something and hit a backflip and just yeah, yeah,
nah, now all jokes aside, there's no telling where this could have came from. He plays football. He's taking some shots. The body, what I'm saying, it can react to different things, different ways. And to be honest, you can take a shot today and not feel it until like later on down the line. So it just all depends, man. So stranger things have happened.
yeah,
Tua will be fine though, I believe. uh Moody, what's
yeah,
happening? Said, I wish
yeah.
we
Mood.
won that Super
I
Bowl.
wish we would have won. That would have changed the dynamic of our whole franchise history. If
Yeah,
we won that Super Bowl, well, either one of those Super Bowls, we were
yeah.
actually into that '98 Super Bowl to the end of the third quarter. It was 13-6, and we were driving, and Chris Chandler threw that interception that just changed the whole
It was
complexion of
over
the game.
after
Yeah.
that. It was over. It was over.
Russell Wilson is retired.
He's
He's
retired,
going to
man. Family.
television. Yeah, he's
Mhm.
going to television.
Yep. I'm
Uh,
talking about he had a whole little post about it and everything. It actually was a pretty cool post. I think it was about 2 minutes or so, and he talked about football, talked about his wife, talked about the kids and
he got a
everything that
lot of them.
football gave to him. It was beautiful, actually. I'm saying
Yeah,
pretty
he got a
cool.
whole daycare at home.
Oh yeah, now yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, let's get it. See, my concern is the workload of Bijan. If the quarterback play is not up to par, as dynamic as he is, one cut or one hit and it's over with. But
And
let's get it.
that's
I agree with that 200%. But this is the reason why I feel like Brian Robinson was brought in to take some pressure off of him. And even though he may get those 1,400 yards again for the third straight season, I think it'll be on less carries. So, yeah, I think Brian Robinson going to factor in what they're going to do in the run game. And that's important because when you got a two-back system, I think that's best used in the NFL because I love what Tampa does with Bucket Irvin and, Rashad White is not there anymore. Sean Tucker is still there. And they brought in
right.
another running back. I forgot his name. But I think it was what was that running back? Where he went to school? I want to say Indiana,
I
but
know you. I
I
know you
know they
talking.
got a Rick and running back. Now I know that the other kid he's out in San Francisco, But
Yeah,
I think they drafted a guy from Indiana as well.
yeah, man. Shoot, man. Also, what I was about to say about that. Oh man, I just had it.
Appreciate you, Willie.
Oh, appreciate your family. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, still excited for the team. Again, I'm still optimistic. I still think, guys, we should all still be optimistic because it's really just the beginning of training camp. A lot of guys, so again, with the non-football injuries, those guys could be back next week. You never know. Uh Tua, with the back thing, I think that's precautionary, which it should be. Yeah, you need your back. And the back is nothing to play with. So, he having a little tightness, make sure that I guess get him in some mobility and some yoga sessions and make sure he's good, so being able to move around and stuff like that. So he can be able to get out there because we got to see what we have in him. When the
Facts.
pads are on, Jack Strand, take advantage of these opportunities, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's a reason why this is happening. I don't necessarily believe in coincidences. Things happen for a reason. And right now, Jack Strand has an opportunity to showcase himself. Even if the Falcons don't see it or don't appreciate it, maybe somebody else will be checking in on some highlights and everything. He still gets an opportunity.
Hey,
But
bro.
I want him, to get an opportunity here if the opportunity is there for him and given to him.
And I
So
don't know what the hell Jerry Glanville was thinking back in 1991. I just don't. I think it was his ego, man, because if Mike Holmgren seen that talent in Brett Favre, I know somebody else saw it.
yeah,
Whew.
man. Oh, come on, Matty Ghost. Don't do me like that, bro.
What do you
Come
say?
on, don't do me like that, bro. Sam Bradford.
Wow, boy, you come on, Matty. Come on, man.
Dang. Now I get what he's saying though, because remember Bradford was supposed to be that guy. I remember, and like he started having those injuries, multiple injuries, and he just couldn't come back from them. He really couldn't. But I'm hoping
Sam
and
Sam
praying that,
Bradford's rookie contract was $70 million before he even
well,
played a down in the NFL.
yeah,
After
man.
his contract is when they changed the pay scale.
Yeah, man, because Bradford was about to get paid, man. Them knees were gone. I feel you, Maddie. Them knees were gone. So it's just like I understand that, and it's so crazy. I've had a thought like that before and had to erase it out of my mind. But it does happen like that. Sometimes you can have a guy that's supposed to be a prime time guy, and the knees just don't hold up. Because what? It's not your arm the first thing to go. It's your legs when you're the quarterback.
Yep,
That's
the more
that's
legs.
that people get misconstrued. They think, oh man, a guy's shoulder, a guy's arm. Nah, man, most of these guys can still throw it, even if the shoulder is a little sore. Even Matt don't got, it's another center and throwing the ball, and what I'm saying, but it's still tapered off. He ain't out there trying to gunsling it. So you can still have your arm, but it'd be your legs that be the first thing to go. So
Right, and if you can't plant that foot and you can't, put that power in your hips and put them throws in the right direction, they gonna sail. They gonna be short, and they just not gonna be accurate. Yeah, baby driver. I done had 25 surgeries in my lifetime, man. 25. And
yeah.
so I know how it go, and it's not easy. Trust me, it's not.
But Smitty is
Uh,
another prime example on why you pull for a guy like Michael Penix. This man
Facts.
up here don't had 25 surgeries and he's still up here doing the things that he do. But you want me to
Yeah,
give up on Michael Penix?
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I know it's a different thing, a different game, and he ain't playing no sports. But I'm just saying, like, to even have the drive to even do this stuff, he could
Yeah.
always just sit down and just do nothing.
And boy,
But
all the medicine I
he do,
take, boy, y'all be surprised how I sit up some days. But
bro. Like, oh, they don't know what I know. So I'm like,
Dan,
bro.
what's up, my guy? But yeah, I mean, and the thing about it, man, all Penix has to do is just get healthy. That's all. Because I even though I said what I said about Tua starting, I also put this into perspective as well. And I'm still, gonna go with it. Even though Tua, if he's gonna start week one, when Penix is fully healthy, I can still see them just going back and forth until one of those quarterbacks get into complete rhythm with the offense and take off and lead the team where they need to go. And that's could be a given because look, because think about it. If Tua is starting, he is going in the right direction. The Falcons winning. We know Penn is gonna play. If Tua starts and he's like, yeah, but Let's see what Penix got instead. And
You're
Penix
right.
gets in and he starts to lead the team in the right direction. They start winning football games. It's his job. So it could still go either way. This is far from over. This is just the beginning. So we just got to see what these two healthy quarterbacks are going to do. But first, they just got to get healthy. Just that simple.
Indeed. Yep, I saw
Uh,
that.
yeah.
Saw
Shout out to
that.
nephew Daniel Flick, man. We're gonna try to get him back on soon, man, so we can talk some sports. Chris, what's up, my guy?
Chris from Georgia. What's happening, man? Great name by the name.
I knew you was finna say that because I know you.
Oh, good names, man. You know, gotta appreciate good names. Let's see what you got. Come on, Coach Corner. It said, yes, you need to give up on him. He had way too many issues in the first place. His
Come
issue
on, man.
in the immediate area of the field is a huge problem, and you can't say he will be better because of ifs. I think that's what he's saying.
I can roll with that, but you know, I keep saying it. And I've seen it and I've heard about it. He's already working with Michael Penix on his footwork. And that was a big problem last year. If Penix's footwork was a little bit more up to par, I feel like he would have took out running just a little bit more. Because it's just a simple fact. If you don't have your feet aimed in the right direction that you're trying to throw, and you're trying to use your arm strength to justify what you're doing on the field, that's only going to last for so long. Keep it real.
Yeah, man. No, I get it. I do understand. Hey, the thing about it is, I've always said about guys when they get drafted and where they get drafted, it's never the player's fault. It's always on the organization. On you decided to take a guy, you decided to make this choice for whatever reason. Now, I do see plenty of good reasons on why they took Penix, but the coach's corner point, he was already damaged goods coming into the league. You know, we already knew that. We all know that.
And
You
people
know,
are going to
so
say,
it's all about
you
trying
know
to
what?
take a chance on the guy.
You know what the narrative is going to be? Well, Bo Nix was still on the board and y'all didn't take him, but Bo Nix is injured too right now. So,
yeah, he dealt with some things too, you know.
but
Now he's not
I will
as
say,
injured. I know. I guess he hasn't been as injured as what Michael Penix,
right?
but I mean, yeah, he has some stuff going on too. Remember what he had the dislocated foot or something like that?
Dislocated ankle. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So, I
dislocated
mean,
ankle.
and it happens. I mean, like I said, injuries going to happen. There's just no way around it. Joel said, you think it would be a trade in the season on a quarterback this year, then, or should we wait till next year?
I think it all
I don't see.
depends. Yeah.
It depends on who's available.
Yeah.
And it depends on what the record is. If the record is, let's say at the trade deadline, we right at 500, and they feel like we have a chance to, because I think the toughest part of our schedule right around that middle part, because I think we take on Baltimore, Green Bay, and somebody else back to back. So yeah, it's gonna be tough either way. But I think it's going to be. If it's the trade deadline, it just depends on who's available. But next year, and I'm still holding out, hoping a Cincinnati fan got on me about this, and I don't care. If Burrow does not succeed in Cincinnati this year, if he don't retire, he's going to ask for a trade. I just see it.
Right.
Seen it too many times. But let's see. Jay Black. Matt Ryan in the building on the practice field. Penix will get the best advice and coaching, so his touch should improve. Absolutely. What's up, Lindsay? That's my guy, Lindsay, classmate. What's good, my guy? My boy Nathan said, definitely news I didn't want to wake up to this. Hey, I didn't either because Chris woke me up this morning. Said, man, get your ass up. So,
yeah, man, I was like, it's bro, because that's how I felt. I was like, bro, you got to get up, bro. You got to get up. It's just I know you're kind of probably chilling, kind of lounging, but it's time again. Already coming out the gate. First day of press conferences, first day of practice, and we already got multiple things. We got
like my boy Ben, the critic, say, no, I don't want Arch Manning. I don't. No. But yeah, man, another quick pop-up show, man. We had to bring it to you. I might do another video outside of this one. I don't know yet. And I might clip some from this, but who knows? But it happens. But my boy Chris got to get to work, man, and he got to get his work day started. So we got to cut this thing short, but it wasn't short. Y'all had him for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to say it wasn't short.
And 150 people in the chat right now. thank y'all for stopping through, man. If this y'all first time tuning in to Smitty Sports Machine or A1 Forever, y'all go to either one of our channels, subscribe, like, hype up the video, and we will appreciate bringing y'all Falcon content. But I might give y'all another Cooper Rush video, give y'all a little more in depth, because I know we was on a time crunch. But you know what to do, man. Tell everybody where to find you.
Hey man, A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube, man. Come over, like, comment, subscribe. Also catch me on Falcons Digest as well as Hawks Digest as well too, guys. Just continuously running up the content, but we appreciate you guys. At one point it was 100, and I believe I had seen 167 people at one point.
Yeah, 167. Yeah,
on a Wednesday morning. So you know it's almost time for football. You already know football is back. Glad to be able to talk with each and every last one of you guys again. Thank you for tuning in. A1 Forever on Twitter, also Instagram, A1 Forever, the real A1 Forever on TikTok. And hey, get ready, y'all. Again, yeah, it's gonna be fast paced from here. Football is really back, man. So it's gonna be wonderful times.
Yeah, Lonzo, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see you week 14, man. He's a Cleveland Browns fan, man. So he knows all about Kevin Stefanski. So yeah, man, y'all know to catch me right here on Smitty Sports Machine. Also catch me on Twitter at FatBoySlim_21, because I'm always over there blowing that thing up. But the Falcon blew it up this morning. But yeah, it's gonna be a great day, even though it's raining outside. But guess what? It's National Chicken Wing Day, and Chris already clowning me. And on that note, we gonna get the hell out of here, man. Peace.